So here is a study in obese women who were exercised 3 times per week, 55 minutes. It was both strength and aerobic training. They didn't lose much weight. Their lean mass went up a little bit. Their resting metabolic rate, which is they were burning more calories because of exercise compared to what they were doing before, they were more fat burning as evidenced by RQ, which dropped. What that means is that when fat oxidation was measured directly, it was higher, and carbohydrate oxidation had reduced with exercise. There was also evidence that mitochondrial function uniformly went up in all these women with as simple an intervention as this type of exercise. Now, does the mesolimbic brain system improve with exercise? Unfortunately, we don't have any human studies. Probably it has a lot to do with the big food industry. So we have to settle for mice studies. So mice were taken and they were made obese by giving them highly palatable food for 12 weeks. And at the end of 12 weeks, they were divided into a treadmill exercise group and a sedentary group. So at 12 weeks when they're obese, as they started exercising, their weight went down quite dramatically. With their weight going down, their visceral adipose tissue also dropped. They also had better markers of insulin resistance and were better able to handle glucose. But let's spend a minute about their dopamine levels inside the brain. The tonic levels of dopamine, the baseline levels of dopamine in these mice that were obese and sedentary was much lower compared to controls. But with exercise, the dopamine levels did improve. And when they were given a pleasure food like fatty milk, which the mice apparently like, the dopamine levels went up much better in the obese exercise group compared to the obese sedentary group. Now, we've talked a lot about mitochondria. So does exercise improve mitochondrial function in the brain? And as we talked about, the master mitochondrial biogenesis factor was checked after exercise, 8 weeks of exercise in mice, and it went up in the hippocampus, which is a memory region, and it went up quite dramatically in the frontal lobe, which is involved in higher functioning. So with exercise, you are improving your brain systems so that you would probably not do binge eating.